Morning guys, we are back in South Dakota. I got here yesterday from Mankato. I did a little scouting last night. Saw some birds pretty close to public. I did some scouting this morning and confirmed that those birds did roost on public, so that flock of birds is an option. I think there's 3 or 4 toms in there, some jakes, and a bunch of hens. Other than that, I heard a few gobbles on some other public in the area, but nothing that really piqued my interest too much, so I'm gonna keep doing some scouting this morning, driving around, listening for some birds, and hopefully I'll come up with something and have a plan for the morning. A bunch of turkeys out there. Morning guys. It is the first day in South Dakota. I roosted some birds here 2 nights ago, and they're actually on private now, but they're close enough still to make a play, so I think I'm gonna get set up here. There's probably 10 to 12 toms gobbling down along the river, and I got some hens closer to me calling back to me, so it's a decent situation. It's not the best, but I'll work with it. I just got permission for this new private piece. I've been scouting the last 2.5 days. I haven't been able to come up with much. I hunted this morning, got on some birds. It didn't really go my way. I've really just been scouting and trying to find some better ground. The public I've been hunting just isn't getting it done. There's probably 10 to 15 trucks on the public I was hunting this morning, so I found about 6 toms, some hens, and some jakes on this private piece, and 3 of the toms are out in the field, so I'm gonna try to make a move on them and get set up or maybe reap one in, so let's get it. Alright guys, so I have to go across this field, and there's 3 toms right over that rise over there, about half a mile away, so I'm gonna book it northeast across the field, get to the northwest side of them because we have a strong south wind today, so they won't be able to hear me coming. The wind will blow my noise north, and then I'm gonna try to get around them and try to make a setup on them, so let's get moving here. Trying to cover the wind as much as I can, but the other reason I'm deciding to go at them from the north instead of to the south is I think the roost is to the south, so if I do end up spooking them tonight, hopefully they'll still go south and then roost there, so I'll be able to set up on them in the morning, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, these turkeys are like 15 yards away from me, right over this hill. I think they kind of saw me moving, but it's so windy they just wrote me off when I stayed still for 20 minutes. So I don't know if I'm going to try to let them work off and then set up, or if I'm going to try to pop over at them. We'll see. They just crested over the top of this hill, so I'm going to sneak up to the top now and probably try to show them the decoy. I'm back in the truck. I decided to back out on those turkeys. You guys saw those 2 toms there. They came into about 10 yards, but they wouldn't get any closer and they wouldn't cross the fence. So they're in a good spot as far as a roost goes. So I just backed out and I want to try to get back after them in the morning. So we'll try to watch where they roost and make a game plan for tomorrow. All right, we got all the turkeys out here in the middle of the field that I got permission on today. There's 2 toms and 8 hens. There was at least 3 toms earlier today. I think 4, so I don't know where the rest of them are, but this is the majority of the flock. I'm not really sure where they're going to roost at tonight. They can either roost on the north or south end of the property, and they're kind of in the middle right now, so I'm just going to keep watching them and confirm where they go to bed at, and hopefully they're in a good spot and we can set up on them in the morning. Well, they're all going to bed, so they're going to roost in those trees right there, it looks like, so I'll be somewhere close to there in the morning. See ya bright and early. Alright guys, it's go time. I am at the spot in South Dakota. I got about an hour till shooting light. I'm just getting all my stuff gathered here. And I don't know which way I'm going to come in for sure yet. I don't know if I want to try to come in from the east or the west, but as we're walking out there, I'm going to decide and make a decision on the go. But hopefully they're gobbling good this morning, and hopefully it's an exciting hunt and we can get on one. Alright guys, so as you can see there, I missed. I called the whole flock in It was perfect, and I missed. I thought I hit him, actually, but I watched the footage back and then watched him for a long time, and I did not hit him. So I got back in the truck, did some more scouting, and I actually found another group of turkeys coming onto this piece of property, so I'm kind of getting around to see if I can set up on them right now. There's my arrow. All right, guys, that was crazy. It's been a crazy morning of turkey hunting. I've had a fun time here in South Dakota. I gotta head back for Easter now, but wow, you guys just saw that tom come in. He was across the road when I first heard him gobble, and wow, that's crazy. He came so far in, just strutting the whole way in. Perfect. As you guys saw there, I shot him. I did hit him. I'm not 100% sure how good the shot was, but he flew down into this creek here, so I'm gonna give him a little bit of time and I'm gonna head down and look for him in the creek. So that's pretty sweet, guys. Got one down in South Dakota. That's my first ever South Dakota bird. I've never hunted this state for anything, so it's fun to go to new places and try new things and hunt new areas. So I love this open ground. It reminds me of Nebraska, so I'm sure I'll be back. Give you guys a little look at the setup. This is what he would have been looking at coming in. Also have a hen decoy right there. But yeah, this is all you need. I like to use this camo mesh. That's the cheap stuff. That's the good stuff. But made a nice little nest kinda in here. Just a little backdrop and a little shade and you're good. Last I saw, he came down right here into this creek, but I don't see any sign of him. I saw a lump in the field. I don't know if it's dirt or if it's a turkey when I was walking down the creek on the other side, so let's see. That looks like a turkey. There he is. All right, guys, here he is. First South Dakota Tom. Man, he's got a paintbrush on him. This is probably the best bearded turkey I've ever taken. Man, these things are just so pretty. I know I say that every time, but it just amazes you every time. Just the color of their head, the iridescent feathers. I love these birds, man. Perfect. All right, guys, I'm here with my 2023 South Dakota spring archery turkey. I had a really fun hunt this morning. I've been in South Dakota the past couple days. I planned to hunt public, but I ended up getting some permission on some private, and it ended up being really good private. So I had a lot of cool interactions with turkeys this weekend. I learned a lot, some more hunting skills to add to my repertoire and experiences. So we've got Nebraska down, South Dakota down, and we've got Iowa and Minnesota next. Those both open up this week, so I'll be hunting both of those states coming up here, and then I'll make it back out to Nebraska one more time. I also have a Michigan tag this year, so hitting a couple new states this year. It was another fun hunt this morning, and now I've got to book it back to Iowa for my family Easter, so happy Easter, everybody. Got a paintbrush on him. That's it for South Dakota. To Iowa we go.